So, you guys seem to be enjoying these Kingdom Come Deliverance tip videos, so I thought why not make another video detailing 5 more tips. And before we start, I'd like to ask you guys what other games you'd like to see me put out content for on this channel, as I'd like to play some more. So go ahead and leave a comment with some suggestions. But anyway, let's get into the video. So, number 1. There's no one way to do things. There are hundreds if not thousands of games that you can play that will only allow you one way of completing levels and making your way through the questline. However, with Kingdom Come, it's exact opposite. If you're given a quest, there will most likely be a good amount of ways that you can go about completing it. For example, if your quest was to take out some bandits in a camp, you may decide to rush in on horseback and slaughter them all. Or you could go sneak in the dead of night and poison their food supply and simply assassinate them while they sleep. Anyway, you get the point. Let's move on before it gets a bit too sadistic. Number 2. The game does not babysit you. While you're running around from quest to quest, you may lose track of what's going on and forget about a specific quest. Unfortunately for you, there's a good chance that this quest will not wait around for your arrival. After all, you're just a peasant. A good example of this is early on in the game when you are told to accompany some soldiers to the town of Newhoff, which had been raided by bandits. Now if you take too long to show up at the town, the soldiers will go about business without you, and if you leave it for around 2 to 3 games of in-game time, then the soldiers would have already sorted the situation out and the captain will actually have a go at you when you finally show up. Number 3. Pay attention to your body's needs. Your body has some basic but crucial needs for you to keep an eye on. Your health, energy, and hunger, or nourishment as the game describes it. Health is something we've all dealt with in games and it's fairly straightforward. You don't let it get to 0, or you'll die. You can regain health by sleeping, eating specific foods, or drinking certain potions. Now if you're about to go on a long and frivolous adventure, be sure to pack your back as well as your stomach. You don't want to get hungry while you're fighting with bandits, and you'll be given a debuff that you simply can't afford. But you also have to keep in mind not to overeat as well, because a debuff will also be applied for this, which is actually similar to what will happen in real life. You will basically just become sloppy, sluggish, and basically just want to go to sleep the entire time. And finally, your energy. Don't just assume that you can eat anything and your energy will maintain a fine level. Depending on what you eat, you can strategically raise your energy, but you can also lower it. If you eat small meals, you will raise your energy, however eating large meals can effectively lower your energy. As I'm sure you've noticed, getting tired makes your screen blur a lot and it almost completely restricts your vision, so it's definitely in your best interest to keep your energy at a nice level. Number 4. Remember to pick your perks. This is something that I actually forgot about when I started playing the game. When you level up, you can gain perks and activate them. The perk system in Kingdom Come works in a way that you can get stat perks, skill perks, and combat perks. Stat perks become available to you as you reach certain levels of each stat. Every time you gain a level in strength, agility, vitality, or speech, you will unlock new perks that you can choose from. Skill perks and combat perks are similar but require you to level different parts of your character. I would recommend that if you are fairly on in the game, that you activate the Mule 1 perk, which is unlocked at level 4 and allows you to carry up to 15 pounds more. Number 5. Continue to practice with Captain Bernard. You may believe that once you've completed your basic training with Captain Bernard, that you are done and dusted with practicing your sword fighting skills. Now don't get me wrong, you don't have to go back to him for practice, but I would strongly recommend it because it helps you improve your fighting skills, which will make you even more deadly in the battlefield. And you'll even learn completely new skills that you can't do before. Keep in mind that as you gain more and more levels, you will unlock new perks which are much more powerful than the early level ones. For example, you could get the Warfare perk called Against All Odds, which is unlocked at level 12 and gives you a 20% greater strength, agility, warfare and defense when you are engaged in a fight where you are outnumbered. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you've enjoyed and you want to see more content, then you can always subscribe, and if you feel like it, maybe leave a like as well. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one.